All right, jumping back into the tournament for intensive training endurance, we are taking on the Albed Psych squad. Of course, taking on the Ronso Fangs. Let's jump in and see what we can do here. Then we are going for the visual mode for playing the game. I know the last game we played, we faced off against the Ronso Fangs. We kind of had a visual game against them. I'm hoping through like the visual. I talked about this last video. Basically, it's basically the same thing I said, but I'm hoping with the visual that it kind of switches up a little bit because we're doing a lot of overhead. And I hope we get visual games against teams that we don't often see visual games against. Because what we faced the Ronso Fangs last game, and then Sykes this game. That isn't like new, but it's been forever since we faced like the Kilka Beasts and like seen the game played, right? I mean, just because of the way of how tournaments work, 99% of our game, well, I should not say that much, but like 90% of our like tournaments and stuff, they end with the Albed Sykes. So we just see us visually facing the Albed Sykes all the time. And it just, I don't know. It feels a little bit stale, so I'm hoping this makes it a little bit more entertaining and stuff. And then we're also going to have games, fingers crossed, against the Xanark and Abes and the Besaid Aurochs. I need to beat the game again, and I need to like get 100% of. I have no qualms in saying I strongly dislike beating Final Fantasy X-2. Oh my gosh, it's not hard, but I've been pulling my hair out for a week or two trying to 100% the game. I think it was my fault to begin with, if I'm honest, because initially I was like, oh, like it's Final Fantasy X-2, like it's fun, like I'll just play through like the Yevon like option, and then play through the Youth League option, and then I'll just naturally get 100%. And then I was like, oh, that's not how that works at all in any world. And like some of the things for percentages, I'm just like, what? I gotta rest, and I don't know. I feel like an old man shaking my fist at the cloud. I'm like, back in my day, I didn't have to do this. We played Final Fantasy X, walked forward, and we enjoyed ourselves. You know, like, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't mind so much if like Blitzball wasn't locked behind it, right? If I didn't have to 100% it to beat or play against the Xanark and Abes and Aurochs. Then it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, that's a stipulation. So from what I understand is I need to beat the game and get the good ending. Which whatever that is. And then I also need to beat like complete Besaid's chapter, and Walken needs to name his kid. And then as I play Blitzball, the option for facing the Besaid Aurochs and the Xanark and Abes and whatnot, it will show up. You know, it's a godsend that Blitzball like progress carries over save to save, though. Let me tell you, because otherwise I'd have to make a separate save and then max everyone's stats out again. Like that would take so long. It'd be crazy. But yeah, no, getting 100% in this game is no small feat. I will say that much. I've been dedicating a lot of time to it. Granted, as I mentioned before, I think I've been doing it like extremely inefficiently because I thought I could just casually do it. And no, you've got to really like, it's homework, it's work. Like you've got to, you know, which is, I got my feelings about that in general. You know, I think, I feel like getting things like that shouldn't be so hard, but maybe I'm just less of a gamer than I thought I was, right? Nah. Alright, well, we're going to have Wedge here steal the ball, push right side. As we can see, we're already 4 points up, so I mean, this is a whole situation. Like, there's no hope for the Albed Sykes. Hope has been extinguished. Come back later if you want to, you know, maybe we'll have a refill, but not today. You got 4-0. Yuna potentially going to set up Pain for a volley, and there it is. And this should be a goal because I feel like Nimrod gets like fatigued in the later portions of the game to where he just can't keep up or something. I don't know what's up with him, but he just falters. Gonna have Eager dodge the tackle. I mean, still pressure is gonna come in because Buddy is gonna. Oh no, Brother is gonna intercept this. That's surprising. And yeah, you got brother hanging out with the ball and passing to Biggs. I mean, that's the thing. Like, once you get to like points like these, you just kind of know it's over, right? Like, it's not even really a debate. It's just kind of like, it's 5-0. There's a minute left. About to be 6-0. Blitzball in general is a lot like, it's a lot less swingy than it could be, right? Generally, if you score like this, then it's not going to slow down. Granted, I do feel like with 10-2 Blitzball, there's a little bit more swing to it, particularly because of injuries. So, like, if your star player gets injured, like, you are in trouble. Like, you're going to have a bad day. But, you know, not as swingy as it could be. Oh, no man intercepts, and that is gonna. I mean, that's gonna pretty much lock us down to the 6-0 scoreline. With a visual game, we haven't been able to get a called game in the last two attempts. That's unfortunate. But we are gonna finish this up 6-0. Then Glories versus Fangs. So I mean, this should logic would dictate it's got to be a Fangs victory. And scoreline definitely looking like that. 3 minutes in, 3 goals. And the Fangs are just taking the Guado Glories to town. So yeah, we 6-0 the Sykes and Fangs 5-0 the Guado Glories. And we claim our intensive training. Where's Shinra? He's gone. And an AP egg. That's fun. So we're actually going to continue playing here. So I'm just going to show you the trainings we do. So if you guys are ever curious, this is how I generally get players to like regen. Is regen the right word for that? I don't know. Regenerate, show up, be signed. I can say sometimes it can take a while. Alright, so we got Shinra on the team. So first things first, we are going to look at counseling here. Although the biorhythms do look pretty decent. It's not like, I guess, honestly, they didn't really change. And then we are just going to look at scrimmaging Shinra. So it should be the endurance that goes up. The thing about scrimmage, though, is it just really, really fatigues our players. It's kind of disgusting how much it can fatigue them by. Yeah, you can see biorhythms there dropping pretty heavily. So we need counseling to get those up a little bit. I mean, endurance goes up to 5 rather than 2, which is pretty nice. I mentioned it before, but really this does turn into button mashing simulator for a pretty big chunk of time. It's kind of crazy. I believe. Alright, maybe I shouldn't believe. That's really, really low biorhythms. Yeah, it looks like 5 is like the... I don't know how that works out, but it seems like 5 is like the most Shinra can ever get. Which I feel like Shinra in general is just a tragically poor player, if I'm honest. Like, overall, he's just having a bad day. In so many ways. Alright. Well, I'm going to offer offer a little bit relief from the button mashing simulator. We're probably going to call it there. I mean, I know Shinra can level up a little bit more, but we'll just do that later. But, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Until next time.